Okay, so we've got the car jacked up, got the wheels back on from the brakes. I've got in front of the control arm there in the rear, and I've got a backup jack stand just for safety sakes. Got my light out, got some PB, and as you can see, that's our U-joint area, and so we're gonna start diving in there and start taking that apart and drop her down. So stay tuned. So here we go. This is about replacing the drive shaft with the aluminum model as from the past video. Hope you guys enjoy it. Give me some comments and feedback if you like. Happy to hear. So these are 11mm bolts holding on the strap. And just taking these off. Something else I'm going to do here is I'm going to mark the actual U-joint here together with the flange. So just in case I end up putting this back together, I want to understand the orientation of it. Get this to flow here for the first time. There. I use a paint marker. There we go. So we'll just put a little dab of paint on there just in case. Okay, so that's one side, and then we're gonna have to rotate this so it's parked. I'm gonna have to move it out of gear. We're out of park. So this is really about swapping out the drive shaft with an aluminum model to track down the vibration I've been having on the freeway. It's definitely down the right path that everybody else is commenting on the board, and it'll be probably that and maybe some other remedies to basically get the driveline so it's super smooth and runs like a race car. There we go. And I'll take off the other one here. Loosen both of these when we got it. Again, the second one not as tight as the first one, which is, I guess, kind of interesting. So not much torque on these at all, feels like. The nice thing is here, didn't even have to use any PB blaster or anything. I mean, that's the beauty of working on this California car, is that the underbody is really nice. No salty roads. Okay. So that's now good. So the biggest thing now is going to be trying to bust this loose, and so I'm going to get a pry bar to put in between the pinion here and this, and I might need to tap that with a hammer too, but I'd prefer not to. There we go. Not much impact needed there at all. There she goes. Okay. So now we're just going to simply slide it out here. Okay. Okay, so kind of unwrap some of this here, and you can actually feel how nice and tight these are compared to the loose and wobbliness of that U-joint there. It's definitely looks like a cooler, well-built design. Nice aluminum welds, looks well manufactured. And here's that end, and of course has the wrap here as well too. And so I'll probably take this off underneath the car, make sure they don't lose it. But yeah, it looks like it's going to match up nicely dimensionally, so it's good. Also a bit wider in the style of it, so it looks good. Okay. That's where you power of a utility knife. Here we go. Hope it's not glaring in your eyes. And I think what we're going to do is just kind of tighten this on here. Just double checking make sure these are tight. Huh? Yeah.
So I'm being careful here not to crank these down too much, as you don't want to crush the bearing caps. Otherwise you'll have some oblong bearing cap and you'll have premature joint failure. So just be a heads up on that.
Okay, that's connected, and that's connected. You can see it's Spicer. So I think it's ready to go, and let's go give her a test. Pacific Coast Highway. Okay, a little bit of rubbiness, and it felt like it was almost the calipers in the rear sticking on the turn.
So the drive shaft's doing great. It knocked out majority of the vibration, and I still got a tinge of it around. So I want to look at the wheel bearings and even some of the pinion bearing, and check some of the run out on that as well too.
What about 60 now?
So there's that rear sound. And if you think you know what it is, give me some comments on it. But I'm thinking it's the brake rotor rubbing against the rear. But other than that, the drive shaft, absolute success.